Okay, so here's my journal from the Remains of the Day class that I took, and I've been working in it. And this is sort of what I've been carrying around with me. So I have my journal, and then I have this little old Lipton tea bag tin, and I have some pens and pencils in there. I have my Micron pens and all the different sizes that I really happen to like. And I have two Sharpie poster paint markers, a white one and a black one, and then these Signo Uniball pens. And so I just carry this with me in my bag, and then when I have time I just go in, and I'm just going to give you a little tour of what I've been doing. So here's my first page, and I had this picture in there that I had just sewn, that I had taken of a crow outside, and slipped it in the pocket. And so then I just wrote a little something, and I wrote "As the Crow Flies," and then I just drew a picture of a crow because the map here sort of looked like the wings of a crow. So I thought that was kind of cool. So we'll just put that back in there for now. And then this one, I had had different images that I had just gone in randomly and taped throughout the book. And so I had taped this image in, and this is that cool washi tape, Japanese washi tape. And so I just went in and taped through, and then when I had time and I was on the road, I just picked it up and, I just wrote something here, and then I drew around this, and then over here I just drew her again and then used markers to kind of color her in. That's one of my favorite pages actually so far. That's just, I had just attached a picture. I did it with just a clip. Here I have this picture of my cat, and I just taped this down again with this fun tape. Just did a sketch of the fox, and then I picked up and did a sketch of the rose that's in his mouth here. Then I just picked up the image of the kitty from the tape and said, "Here, kitty." Here I just drew an eye. It was sort of like one of the eyes that are in this piece of art right here. And then this was an image that I had printed out of a photograph I took that I put a poem on top of it, and I just outlined it. Here, this one is an image that I had cut out, and just did some writing here, and then did some tracing, and then I picked up the image of that bird and drew that bird over here. And then she has some lace work right in her arm right here, and I just continued that here. And once again, this is an image that I printed out and put a poem on top of, and then I just did some drawing in there. Just stuck a picture in that one so far. Here, this is one of the other pictures that I had stuck in, that I had printed out and just taped in one of my photos. Here's another just image. Found this cool book, and I just clipped out these illustrations and just taped it in here. Here's another image, and I just slid it in that envelope. And here I just used the correction tape and highlighted it and then wrote over top. And then I wrote on this old telegram over here. This one is some illustrations I clipped in here, and then over here this other cool illustration, and then I just taped it in and just drew a little bit on the envelope. Here is another photograph that I just taped in, and then I like to use these little bobby pins just to stick them in there. Another photograph of mine that I just taped in. Once again, photograph, that's all I've done on that page. Another photograph, time for tea, just taped it in. Haven't done anything on those. Here again, just taped image. Here I just clipped the image with the bobby pin and then wrote a little something right there. And here again I used that funky tape and then just taped in the image and just wrote a little something on it. Another cool image with tape. Here, another cool image, a photograph of mine that I printed out and just taped in. Just a little drawing. Once again, another just little drawing in that white space. And here I just picked up the image of the lily in the valley and started just doing a little line drawing and a little journaling right there. Here I just slipped in some images, some photos. And that's where I am for now. But I really liked just cutting out pictures or printing out photographs and randomly putting them in the book and then carrying the book with me and doing some pen drawings or some writing when I have a moment. So I just carry these things with me. And that's my daily journal.